I would like to say that it's just an absolute honor to hold this seat on behalf of the citizens of Manchester. I don't take it lightly. It's an extraordinary honor. We got a lot of work to do. We got a lot of work to do. I look at this position of city council as an opportunity to serve the people. It is a public service position. It's a position where the public is the boss. We have to check in with the bosses. We have to make sure that we are doing a job that they are satisfied with, that we have processes in place that can be tested, that can be evaluated by us, by the public. The people are not happy, and they have a lot of reasons not to be happy. I like the fact that we're going to bring all these buildings, but the people are first. And we have to understand that the people in this community have been asked to carry the burden of incompetence, the burden of hostility coming from their own city officials, the burden of financial mismanagement, allegedly. And so this isn't going to be a situation where we could just bring all of these new and flashy things, and that's just going to change what has happened. Our people are downtrodden. They're hurting right now. They are voiceless. You know, it gets to a point where when you try to go through these processes that are put into place by the City Hall, and you're met with disrespect, you're met with anger, you're met with inconsistencies, you're met with lack of communication, and then no one's there to explain that, no one's there to take accountability, no one's there to say, how can I help? Or to just, where's the humanity? What is government without humanity? And so I'm here to restore those things and to make sure that we are giving the people the best government possible. Not because they deserve it, but because that's what they're paying for. They're paying for excellence. And when we don't achieve that, then we have not done our jobs. I want it where Manchester is somewhere where we can all feel proud to belong to, where we can feel proud to invite our friends and families here, where we could say, hey, this is, this is our town. You have people here who have stayed here. And some, honestly, if you offer them to leave, they take it. And that's the honest truth. We have people who are doing amazing things out in the world. Manchester birthed them, they raised them. They've gone out and done great things other places and won't come home to give us those talents back. This is a hostile environment. And that's something that we have to understand, and we can't keep denying it. We can't keep gaslighting the people. They are saying this to us. This right here, I'm going to carry this because these are all the complaints that I took off of their plate and put onto mine. These are complaints, concerns, and questions. These don't get heard because we don't have a process for hearing these. But how do you come to work and not deal with this? Because this is the job. This is the job. So I'm not anti anyone. I love everyone. But I am anti-unprofessionalism. I'm anti-hostility. I'm anti-lack of communication. We have to have the very, very highest of ethics here. People don't trust us You can bring shiny things here, but if I don't trust you, it just seems like, who is this benefiting? This has to be a trusting relationship, a nourishing relationship, a loving relationship. And we got to figure out how to do that. We have to get processes in place. All of these departments, you have to get your processes up, and they have to be tested, stress tests. They need to be tested on a daily basis so that we know they work if a crisis were to happen. We've had water that's been brown for a month. There has been no mass communication to the public as to why that is. We call, they say it's safe, but who wants to drink brown water? I don't care what you tell me. I'm not giving that to a kid. So, haven't heard anything from the utilities department, haven't heard anything from City Hall, haven't heard anything from City Manager, haven't heard anything, but it's okay to drink. Now, are we expecting the citizens to pay regular price for something that they can't even use or consume? When the water bill comes, they're expected to pay that. How do we explain that to them? You know? So, we have to reimagine what it means to govern people, to be in a partnership with the public. And that was my message to the people, and that's why they elected me. And it was just an honest conversation. I knew they were hurting. I heard them. I went there to listen. We have to listen. We have to get very, very, very close to the problem. I cannot trust that you care about something if you're not close to it. You cannot diagnose a problem when you don't want to go near it. And that's what the public is feeling like. The city is dirty. We have mattresses. We have potholes. We have trees that are growing over the power lines. And it's been that way for years. Years. We have streets that we won't even ride down because we're afraid that on a rainy day or windy day, a limb is just going to fall on your car. And then who's going to pay for that? Try calling the city and making a complaint about anything in your yard or on the street or a curb or a sewer or anything like that. Try that. This is what they do every day. And it gets to the point where they just stop trying and they give up. And how can the person who's financing this be left feeling like that? They're the ones that's paying the salaries. They're paying for mortgages in this room. They're paying for car notes. They're sending kids to college, people's kids to college on the public's purse. And we can't get professionalism. They're asking for the bare minimum. And that's disgusting that they have to ask for that. So I'm here and I'm willing to work with everyone, but please understand, it is going to be with the highest of ethics. We're going to have to work very, very hard, and we're going to have to get processes in place. Processes, I don't know how you run anything without a process, because without a process, every day you show up to a crisis, to a fire, and you don't know who to blame. So that has to be done. So whatever we have to do as far as evaluating every process, every aspect of what we do here has to be evaluated. And if it's not working, we have to make some hard decisions. Because what I believe, last thing, is that when things don't work and people are involved, it's because those people aren't making it work. Someone's obstructing it from happening. So if you're doing that, you don't belong in public office. The public doesn't have time. The public doesn't have the patience. These people have lives. They have children. They have bills. They have dreams. They're stressed out. They shouldn't have to go home and then call up here to figure out why we're not doing our job. That's what we're here for. We need to understand what our responsibilities are as a council. And these department heads, they need to understand what their responsibilities are as department heads. That has to happen. And listen, This can be a beautiful thing if everyone if they just do their jobs. That's all that the charter is there. It's very clear. The processes are actually there. They're very clear. So, those are my concerns. Listen, I'm all in. I'm here for the people. I'm here for the people. I was elected by the people. I'm not here for this title. I was very uncomfortable seeing my name on a sign with a title because that's not my personality. I'm here as a humble public servant. And I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page. And if you see me, you can approach me. I have a cell phone number. It's on, and I'm going to be available 24/7, 365 to the public. I have an email. I'm going to find somewhere to get some office space. That maybe you guys can take me when that gets up. But I'm going to be present because, listen, when you're tasked to do a job like this, hey, this is very serious because we affect the livelihoods of people. We affect how people feel about their environment. That's huge. That's a biological thing. You could ride down the road and start to feel disgusting. It could just ruin your whole day just looking around. We should be motivating people. We should be an inspiration to people. And so, I didn't mean to carry on, but ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to be here. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.